Oh, hi. Hello. Unhinged means you're missing a screw and that you have a screw loose. Maybe a little bit of both, maybe a little bit of one or the other. I don't fucking know. Hi. Hello. How's everybody doing? I realize I don't have my little ring light up. Well, let's get that set up real quick. Just real quick. Actually, I don't know. Does it look cozy without the ring light on? Hi, Bliss. Hello, 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 hi. I'm back from vacation. I'm alive. I'm live. And thank you all for being in attendance to this very important meeting. We have much to discuss, as one can probably imagine. All right. I got so excited that I didn't even do my little ring light. Oh my goodness, Opossum with the tier 1! Hello! Oh my god! And Miles, resub for 6 months, tier 1. Good lord! Ah, all the emotes are back. Goodness, goodness, goodness. I really need to dust it out in here. Good god. Hello, hello, hello. We're throwing it back for subs. Thank you, everyone. I thought I'd finally do the emote. It definitely is a lot softer without that on. Let's see. Maybe I can turn the lightness down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. I realize it's like, hello. Hi everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Yes, how dare you vacation when I returned for vacation. Believe you me, it is not something I intended to do. I only intended a vacation from Friday to Sunday, okay? That was the plan. That was the plan. But you know what we ended up doing? We ended up taking the whole week because it was a lot. And I got a lot to catch up on. All right, we got a lot to get through. We have 33 slides if you saw over on the exclamation point Discord. So, add snooze automatically. Oh, because I'm in a hype train. Well, again, thank you all for starting it. Is your butt your butt is softer? My butt is softer. My butt is smooth. Thank God. But hello, hi, hello, everybody. My God, hi, Vol Boy. Thank you for the welcome back. Thank you. As oh my God, with the 200 bitty bits, the 200 bitty bits. Thank you, Blues. Some itty bitty bitty bits. Thank you, Blues. It was wonderful to see you. Streamlads and Stream Elements still doing too much, talking over each other. The girls are fighting, but we love them for it. We truly do. We truly do. Oh my goodness. God, it feels like it's been years. Okay. All right. So, let's just get right into it. Let's get right into the news. Let's get right into the news. See if the React works here. Okay, perfect. Slideshow. Okay, that's kind of fucked. That's not what I wanted. Hold up. We gotta fix this. Oh no, not already. Why is it cropped? There we go. There we go. Okay. Welcome to the Ever Week in Review from the day of May 19th through May 25th. PowerPoint presentation. She's a type A Capricorn. Of course, she categorized everything in a day-by-day order. We will be doing this in Majora's Mask, dawn of the 7th day. Okay, I'm here to listen. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Where have I been? Why have I been? How have I been? Thank you all for asking, and I appreciate your concern. It has been a week. So, to begin at the end, Quincy and I spent almost $200 on dinner last night at this fancy ass Italian restaurant because it got to a point where I just said, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna fucking celebrate. We're gonna live our life. We're going to have a good time. We've never done this before, and we're gonna drop some money, okay? Now, you may ask yourself, Ever, you don't seem like the type who likes to drop money, and I don't. I'm a miser. But this week had me so strung out. I was like, you know what? You know what? We need to put a bow on it. We need to put a bow on it. Is there a pop quiz after? There can be. Opulence. Yes, everything is yours. Yes, very much that. And we will get to the dinner, but the dinner is the last part of the slides. So we got to get rolling. So starting on Monday, day 1, that would be, and I quote, how does the days of the week work? I don't even know. Whatever. Last Monday. Bam. It was a stormy day. It was a rough day. It was a dark day, okay? It was very slow at the office. It was very chill at the office. And, with that, I ultimately expected that it was going to be a nothing burger kind of day. It was Monday, like, it was storming. Like, we were chilling in the office, honestly. Our manager ended up having to go because don't start that with me. Fred and Kyrie are in here right now, so you'll have to pardon them. Um, so yes, my manager ended up having to step out. Thank you all for contributing to that hype train. I do sincerely. Ended up having to go for a family emergency, so we were without a manager. Our assistant manager did not give a slightest shit about what was going on with us. And then all of a sudden I get a phone call at 3 o'clock from Quincy, who is currently home. And he says, bring, hello? Get home! And I'm like, whoa, what? He said, get home! I was like, what's happening? He's like, lightning struck our building. You need to get home now. And I'm like, what do you mean lightning struck our building? He's like, there may be a fire. I don't fucking know. Get home now. I can't. You gotta have to get home. So I'm like, oh, that's funny. So I walk into my assistant manager's office and I'm just like, hey girl, I think my building was struck by lightning and I need to go. And she's like, I literally don't give a shit. Go. I'm like, oh, kind of aggressive, but okay, bye. And so I'm scampering. I'm running. I'm getting in my car. It is pitch black outside at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like clouds awful. It's starting to sprinkle. Like I'm like driving. I don't know what's happening. So like my brain is going to the worst case scenario. I'm expecting pillars of smoke. I'm expecting fire. And then I'm like, wait, hold on, it's raining. Isn't that the best time for a fire? Also, it's not. I come to find out. So, I eventually pull up the property. I don't see any kind of like, I don't see any evidence of like a fire, but I do see 3 fire trucks and 4 police cars, which is not good, not a good sign. So I'm going to try and enter the house, enter the house, enter the apartment complex. The key fob doesn't work, and now it's starting to rain. The rain is coming down. I did not park inside the parking garage because I said, well, if the place is coming down, I don't want my car to be inside. So I had to run all the way around the building, to run inside the building, to run up 3 flights of stairs, then run across the building to find my unit, only to see that there was no dogs in there. Now keep in mind, as I'm running through these hallways, fire doors, lights out, flickering, horror show. Lightning has in fact struck the building. Insert Lady Gaga reference here. Rain on me. Yes, 100%. Lightning strikes upon me. 1,000 shocks and arrows by God himself. So I call Quincy. I'm like, where the fuck are the dogs? You told me to come and get the dogs. And he said, I didn't tell you to come get the dogs. I told you, get here, get with the dogs. And I'm just like, okay. Turns out, friend ended up coming to get the dogs out of the house. So I'm running through the apartment being like, Fred, Kyrie. Could not find them. You want in my lap, baby? He doesn't want in my lap. He's just yelling. Either way. So I eventually run to the office. Now we will go next slide. When I get to the office, I sneak a photo of our fire alarm. Lightning has struck the building, indeed. And what it had effectively done, it had fried our fire systems. So it triggered, from what I overheard in the office, 141 fire alarms. Was it Hung Wheat that got the puppies? Yes. It was Hung Wheat's friend, but yes. Hung Wheat and friend were the ones who were doing all the works here. But yes, they ended up They were waiting outside. Firefighters were talking to management. Like it was a whole big thing. I'm sitting there holding Kyrie like this as she's just the entire time, like totally manic, like shut down and shocked. Fred is wet because apparently the friend didn't run through the halls; he ran through the outside, which it had gone from rain on me to rain all over me. The rain started going sideways. So we had people that were in the building who were thinking, "Oh, there's a fire, I need to go outside." And then we got a lovely little alert here in Kansas that said, do not go outside. There is a severe storm alert. Expect winds of up to 80 miles per hour. And we recently had a tornado rip through St. Louis, so everyone was just like, "Oh, okay." So like, it's either get burned alive or swept up in a tornado. I don't know which ones are the best. And then you add on top of the rain, we were being attacked by Avatar, or the Avatar, the last Airbender. The only thing we didn't have was an earthquake, which honestly, don't want to put that out there, but like it was bad. Like they opened the door, the firefighters, and then just wind swept through. Like everything started rocking. Shit like flew off tables. Like I was like, oh, okay, so this is how my life is going to be now. Um, so I took some pictures. I took some pictures. The first one is not a good photo, but it was so spooky, it gave the vibe. So this is where I'm living. Um, a second natural disaster has struck the Ever household. Yes, precisely. The picture on the left is during the day, the picture on the right is during the night. Um, this is where I'm living. I'm currently living here. I have since heard that there are 100 times next picture of the year. Truly. I've learned that there are exactly 151 lights off in our complex because of the lightning strike. Fire systems are still not fully operational as well. So we have people wandering our halls every hour on the hour. Just like little crypt keepers and like with like the hoods on, like walking with the candelabra. Very, very, yeah. Very it's lovely, honestly. Um so yeah, that was Monday. Quincy and I went and got Taco Bell because we said, fuck it, dude. Also, we found out that apparently some of the units had smart lights, in, like our neighboring units, and those smart lights were not able to turn off. So their bedroom lights could not be turned off with a switch. They had to go into the breaker and turn off the switch to turn off the lights. So that's fun. Isn't that fun? We love that. Remember 5/19/2025. Never forget. Never forget. We're still living in it. my home still looks like that last picture. So, on to day 2, Tuesday. This happened. Love that. I was just like not parked in a parking spot. Back doors open, ready and waiting. Me walking by, minding my business. Said, I just walked out of a spooky hallway and now I'm seeing this. I can only assume that someone's doing work, but I don't know what work they're doing, and I'm going to mind my business. Welcome to living in the big city. Continuing. Wonderful announcement on Tuesday. My heart, my life, the love of my life, the light in the dark. Day of the Day in season 2 was announced. Specifically a date for it. Time to go or war with something who has nothing to do. Too true, bestie. I'm going to war with God. Um. Also, I realized I didn't turn my music back up. This is now not the time. Is this actually gonna play? Okay, it's not actually gonna play. Either way, you get the idea. Anime hot boys. Anime hot boys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's all I have to say. July 3rd, you will not hear from me. Okay? I will be consuming one episode a day and a day. And I will be happy. I will be happy. Let me make sure my music Phil Hop is back up. Okay. All right. Now that we're out of Scary Mondays, I guess we can have the vibes back. So yes, it's not too far. It's not too far. And honestly, what? What do you want? My child. My child. My baby. Okay. So Dan to Dan announcement. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Wednesday, day 3. Literally don't remember it. I made this slideshow like 2 hours before this stream. Do not remember a single thing that happened. I checked everything. I checked text messages. I checked bank account. For all I know, I came home, fell asleep, and woke up. Absolutely nothing. Wednesday, hump day, great day. But the apartment was still spooky as shit. Hallway lights were still out. If you squint, it kind of looks like boobs. You're so right, man. Oh my god, hi one! Okay, Wednesday. Thursday. Very important day. Thursday was a very important day. Oh my god, heyo. Automod, get that man. Get that man right now. Not in my homosexual chat. We will not be discussing the boobies. Actually, we will be discussing the boobies, but we haven't gotten there yet. We will talk about the boobies. So, Thursday, a very important video. My love, my heart, my light in the dark. Oh, I realize you will not. I need to add a new sound device. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to do it. I saw a duck swimming in a pool at a friend's apartment, and my life was fulfilled. That's all. Just make all the sounds with your mouth. Splish, splish, splish. Ha 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 ha. Don't laugh at me. This is important. Quack, quack. So we went out to go and check him out. Prior to me taking that video, he fully jumped into the water and then just started swimming laps. And honestly, it was the best part of my Thursday. It was the best Thursday ever, man. Okay. So now the more important part about Thursday than the duck, unfortunately, was that I did a Mother's Day dinner with my mom. It's been a very busy and eclectic week, so we had to reschedule. So we ended up taking my mom to Red Door Grill. She requested it. Honestly, it was great. We dropped off the dogs for the holidays, so we didn't need to bring them on Friday. Kept it super easy and super simple, easy breezy. While we were there, I did not have a gift for my mom, which probably makes me a bad son. But I did remember a gift that we forgot to give my mom for Christmas, so I just gave it to her then. It was like she specifically requested on Christmas that she really wanted like a really nice set of like dishwasher rags. So we got some KitchenAid ones for her, some really good ones. We have some like design ones that would really fit her aesthetic right now, which of course, as every Midwestern mom's aesthetic is, it is the kitchen is a barnyard. Right now, she really likes chickens. We got her some chicken ones. It was very cute. Either way, so at this dinner, I come to find out that my stepfather is possibly going to get laid off. Um, Apropos of nothing, his company was going public, so they had to cut off a bunch of people. The company was so gracious as to offer him to either sever himself and in doing so receive a package, or just brace for impact and lay where the cards go. So he did not. He did not opt to leave because with the way that my mother does her work, she does not have insurance. So it would be basically my mother and my stepfather would be without insurance if he ended up getting laid off. And he'd been with the company for, I think, pretty much the entire time I've known him. My mom and my stepdad got together back in like when I was in elementary school. So it's been some time. But yeah, no, that freaked me the fuck out. Air jail. Is better being laid off and collecting unemployment. That is what he said. He said, you know what? I'm gonna take unemployment if I can get unemployment. And I said, yep, you do that, King. But yeah, so like I left that dinner very stressed, very pressed because I was like, I don't like it was the best way I could describe it was what I told my manager the next morning, which was basically like it was not that I was responsible for my parents in that instant and if it did happen, but it was like the gentle knocking at the door reminding me that as an only child, I will be responsible for both of these aging adults. Like there is a point when I will need to take responsibility of like their lives because like if things, I don't know, it was just one of those things. And yes, that is me disasterizing. Yes, that is me being a type A person. Yes, that is me being a people-pleasing Capricorn, sure. But it was just like it was a bone-chilling moment of me being like, oh fuck. Okay, only child and only fan, listen, all right, I people say I can't, I'm bad at sharing, but honestly I think I'm fine. Period daddy ever. Love this. So either way, that happened. So I'm kind of like, I'm trying to chill out, and that's when I see for the first time ever a fucking swig. Okay, a fucking swig here. So when I saw it, I squealed. My mother is a Capricorn. Sharing is not her thing. I'm a Capricorn only child. It's complicated, okay? First time ever swig, all right? I saw a swig and I squealed. And Quincy was like, what is wrong with you? And I said, Swig is the Mormon company. And he's just like, what do you mean? I was like, Swig, dude, hold on. I have to lay it out for you. Swig is a company from Salt Lake City. And he's just like, what do you mean? It was just like, the Mormons have moved in and they're bringing their soda. And he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. So my hyperfixation is Mormonism, and I will not apologize for that. Don't know what Swig is? Don't worry, we're gonna get into it. Okay, so welcome to the Mormon Hour here. So explanation on why I was like, holy fuck, a swig. Over here on the left, Joseph Smith, picture of the Sphinx, aka Joseph Sphinx. You can find him in Salt Lake City. So February 27th, 1833, Joseph Smith wrote the words of wisdom, which in the Mormon religion is a way in which one should conduct their life. Okay, it's like a health guideline. All right, and I've looked into it. I've researched it a bit. From my understanding, it began with men being guys, guys being dudes, scaring the hoes and making a mess. They were doing chewing tobacco. Back in 1836, chewing tobacco was the shit. Okay, they were spitting all over the church, and Emma Hale Smith, the wife of Joseph Smith, was just like, this is disgusting. You know, men should not be, tobacco is a disgusting and vile thing. Why would God allow this? And she spoke to God, and they had a conversation, and then she got the full earful, because then God was just like, no, tobacco, no good. It makes men gross. Oh, we can't be doing that. We can't be doing tobacco. We can't be doing wine, liquor, too much meat, and hot drinks. Which the hot drinks is the point of contention, which brings me to the swig, okay? So, so the hot drinks was interpreted to mean either tea or coffee of any temperature, which, coming into caffeinated soda, the hot drinks debate in the Mormon church, this one lady said God told her this, yes. Or she requested Joseph Smith to talk to God. The details are a bit murky, because I ultimately am not Mormon, but I grew up with Mormons. So there's a split where it's just like, oh, it's hot drink, so it can't be coffee, it can't be tea, but caffeine is okay. But some believe that because it's hot tea and it's hot coffee, it's the common denominator of caffeine, and then it's a debate whether it's hot caffeine or cold caffeine. But really, there's like this loophole that the Mormons slowly opened up in the words of wisdom until they eventually, some settled that caffeine's cool in soda. Some settled that you can't drink caffeine at all and soda's hot. Either way, they all agreed soda was the shit. If my religious husband said to talk to God? What if I told him God said to make me a sandwich? Honestly, who can say? So there is this definition of soda, dirty soda, which is basically soda that is carb loaded. Like it is chocked full of sugars. It's got cupcake in it. Like they just pump Dr. Pepper full of shit, like syrup on syrup on syrup on syrup. Because again, sugar is fine. Some believe caffeine's fine. Soda's fine. This is Mormon crack. This is the reason why it exists. This is my tech talk. If you're not tuned in, I'm so sorry, but you gotta lock in with me here. So, dirty soda from Salt Lake City to the Garden of Eden, okay? Isn't soda already pumped full of that shit? They pump that shit twice as full. Like, we're talking hypersaturation. We're talking getting it hot, putting sugary syrup in there so it gets additionally syrupy, okay? So, and Quincy did find this out. The founder, it is not a Mormon company, but it was founded by a Mormon woman who was adhering to the words of wisdom of Joseph Smith. And so Swig was one of the first soda shops that really like took off in Salt Lake City. And you can't swing a dead cat with hitting a Swig out there. And the fact that I saw one in my hometown in Jackson County, Missouri, means that Swigs has officially come to the Garden of Eden. We can elaborate on that one later, but Jackson County in Missouri is believed to be the Garden of Eden for Mormons. So here we are. Now let's do a quick little Swig review, okay? They had to do it even more. Okay, we're in here. So, the drink that I got, so we're talking Dr. Pepper, peach, and coconut cream. Don't need to see all that shit. We're talking Life's a Peach, Dr. Pepper, vanilla, peach, and half and half, okay? I need to discuss this with my ex-Mormon friend turned gay furry. Don't we all? Dr. Pepper, vanilla, strawberry puree, and coconut cream, okay? When I tell you, like, they're just shoving shit in these drinks, okay? There's a deep fascination with, like, Coke and Dr. Pepper. Hey, if you can't drink alcohol, then drink sugar. They're doing more than drinking sugar at this point. This is beyond the pale, okay? Now let me see. Where's the deprived drinks that I was drinking? Dirty little secret. Dr. Pepper, coconut, pineapple, and vanilla cream. Okay, I had the Ring King, which was 620 calories. A Dr. Pepper cupcake, strawberry puree, vanilla cream. And when I tell you that I laughed like Santa Claus, I laughed like Santa Claus. That shit was crazy. It was so fucking sweet. My eyes crossed. All right, I had to put it in park. The way that the sugar made my eyes dilate. I could feel my blood rushing. Okay, it was insane the amount of sugar in this drink. Was it good though? Yes. Was the size that I got correct? No. Not gonna lie, I don't drink, so this is kind of appealing to me as something that sounds so crazy. I want to try it. Yeah, I was like, ho, 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 ho! 100%, without skipping a beat. Santa laugh. It was crazy. The diabetes was diabeting. Yes, the diabetes was diabeting. I felt my heart ache. All right, it was it was crazy. But yes, that was a crazy experience. One that I don't think you will necessarily have unless you are in a location that has a high Mormon population, like myself in the Garden of Eden. Oh, the Midwestern white man just came out there. Yes. Share the hugs. So we're finally on the day 5. Day 5 was vacation day. It'd been a long week. Lightning struck our building. Lights were out all over the fucking place. Fucking rain, sleet, snow, nightmares, tornadic conditions, parents possibly getting laid off, no information one way or another, and then ultimately debating on whether or not we are even going to necessarily be able to go on this vacation, just because of we dug deep for this vacation, because this was not necessarily a planned vacation. It was a little impromptu, and because of that, we were scratching at the bottom of the pocket. But it's okay, because at the end of the day, Quincy and I haven't gone on a vacation for a very long time, and we really fucking needed it. And yes, may it have been a staycation in Kansas City, where we did not necessarily leave the state, but it was something we needed. It was something we needed to relieve and relax, and with all the stress that was building up to it, it was only underlying the fact that he and I needed to get away, period. I love that you use a picture of God's stripper pole, by the way. Oh, you mean the return of Jesus Christ? Oh god, I'm slipping through slides. Yeah, God's stripper pole. This guy? Yeah, this is what Jesus is gonna come back on. Okay, everybody? This is what he's gonna come back on. Alright? He's gonna slide on it. The most fun part is having fun. Oh, of course. Of course. Alright, we're back in it. We're back into it. Alright, vacation, day 5. We stayed at the Lowe's Hotel. No affiliation, from what I understand. It is not like Lowe's, like the company, I don't believe. It is its own hotel entity. It was very nice. Almost too nice. Now, when I showed up, I was gagged. I was gooped. I was like, good lord, what have we done? But it was fucking nice. It was a magnifique. The nicest hotel we've ever stayed in. The only unfortunate trade-off was that we also had one minor detail that we neglected, which is that it is very close to a convention center. And the convention center was hosting an event called Imagination Destination, which meant that the entire hotel was full of children. Full of children. Like, I mean, like the lobby was chock full of them, running all over the place, making noises. And that's the thing too. It wasn't like, I don't know how to describe the children. Imagination Destination was a convention for the bright up and coming career entrepreneur children. The children that were backed into a corner by their parents to become something at age 5 through 10 type beat. That's the type of children that we had there. Not the dad looking dude asking if I need. Listen, I if I had a porch, I would hire the dad. All right. Tell them to go watch Final Destination. Loose them up with it. So yes, we went to the Lowe's Hotel. I realized I didn't take a photo. I didn't put the photo of our hotel room view. Gorgeous, very nice. We could view Kansas City and see like Power and Light, President Suite, the President Hotel, all of that. Opposite side, you can see the Kauffman Center, which is this building over here to your left side of the screen. So it's supposed to be in the style of the Sydney Opera House. Some say it looks like boobies. I told you to put a dog ear in it. Boobies right there. A child does die in that movie, so it might inspire them. Oh my god. But yes, so this was the rooftop bar. So the horse feather rooftop. We had 2 friends come over. One was well, both were Quincy's coworkers. One was a straight dude. The other was a straight woman. Girl was having a little bit of a rough time, so she may have pre-gamed a little hard. Straight dude was just a straight dude, and he was a straight dude the whole night. But as I have concluded, there is nothing gayer than a straight dude who is comfortable, and we may get into it, we may not get into it. I don't know. It depends where the conversation goes. Either way, it was a great night. This was a great time to start it. Can you read the names of the drinks? Yes, we had the Broadway Bramble, the Manhattan, and the Siren's Secret. I got the Broadway Bramble. I do not know what the fuck was in it, but it was pretty damn good. It had a little blackberry on it. It was like a vanilla liqueur or something. I don't know. I'm gonna let you, but before I say who got what, I'm gonna let you guess which one the straight guy got. Because we got a Manhattan and we got 2 Siren Secrets. Okay? Oh, let's talk about the husband. Oh, that's what it says. Nice. Yeah, the straight guy got the Manhattan. Yes, thank you all. He took one look over the list of cocktails and he was just like, I'm gonna do a Manhattan. I'm just like, motherfucker. Graphic design is my passion ass font style. You shut the fuck up, all right? I put this together a fucking hour before I started stream, okay? I'm trying. Either way, Broadway Bramble, everybody drank everybody's drink. Mine had the most envied. Everybody thought it was very good. I thought it was delicious. I did try the Manhattan. Everybody else turned their nose up to it. Not gonna lie, I did kind of fuck with it. It was kind of yummy. I did enjoy it. It was smoky. Literally just an old fashioned. And then the Siren's Secret, I did have a sip of it, but honestly, it was nothing compared to mine. I drank a bit. I was just like, nah, and then I just handed it back to Quincy. Quincy drank the rest. Now, one thing that I must disclose is that I've never had a night out, quote unquote. I've never actually gone bar hopping. I am 27 years old. The most that I've ever done really is your typical gay fodder, where you usually go to one location and you kind of drink maybe a little bit. Maybe you do some other things that I can't discuss on the internet. And you have a good time. Sometimes you may go to other illicit places that aren't necessarily bars and, you know, commune with the great gay ancestors, as it were. And sometimes but we were doing a straight night out is the best way to describe this. This was very much by the books. I felt like this was like if I went out and drank as a college student with friends, this would be very much the vibe, right? And that's okay. Chat, let's take Ever to a gay bar hop, straight night out, different strokes. Yes, 100%. This was it felt like I was just like, this is how the straights live. So as a gay, looking from the outside into the experience, I was just very much like, this is crazy. So following, I only took 2 photos, one at the beginning of the night, one at the end of the night, but we will go through it. Fun fact, you can't gay bar hop here. There's only one gay bar. Oh, damn, for real? I was gonna say, we're a bit sparse out here in KC, and honestly, I haven't gone to any of the gay bars in Kansas City. So one day I need to do it, but I need to enlist the help of our gay drinking friends, as opposed to being led by a straight guy from bar to bar. Which Quincy himself also had never really done this before. I think the only time that he'd ever really gone to Power and Light was for a Macklemore concert, so this was all very new for him. Ever is not sporting his local drag queens. I did support my local drag queens at a drag brunch or two, but I haven't gone. I haven't gone in some time. I haven't done my tithing, I will admit. I have not done my gay tithing in a minute. So I will let you know that when I did have those drinks at that hotel top bar, it was lovely, but the woman behind the bar was a little too friendly, and she definitely put a lot of alcohol in those drinks, because that was whenever I was like, oh, this is gonna be that kind of night, because we were sitting, drinking, chatting, having a good time, sitting by a fire. And then I stood up and I got dizzy. And I was like, ooh, oh, oh, that's what this is like. Oh my, okay, all right, I'm one drink in and I'm a little dizzy. What does that mean? I turned to Quincy. I'm like, Quincy, I think I may be a little dizzy. And he's just like, oh, you're feeling it now, buddy? And I was just like, yeah. Has mentioned going to drag brunch. I did mention going to drag brunch. I don't know if I did the whole video, but yes, it was a good time. But yes, so I was definitely buzzed after one drink, which was pretty fucking crazy. And considering the fact we went to 3 bars after that, it was a pretty wild night. Oh, ever the lightweight. Oh my god. Yeah, so real, so true. So we went to, well, we needed food. We were hungry. The straight guy, of course, called us out, saying that we were lame, that we were gonna go get food and not go immediately to the next bar. But your boy was hungry. And we ended up going to a place called Blue Sea Sushi. Getting drinker, yes. The place was amazing, immaculate. When we walked in, I knew that there was a vibe. I knew there was a vibe to our party, so I kind of figured that there was gonna be an understanding between us and the waitress, and not us and the waitress and us and the hostess, because the hostess was just kind of like, oh yeah, we can seat you over here. And so this photo that I've taken here is all of us facing out like the Last Supper, out to the rest of the bar, and us like sat in a circle, like all eyes can, like they can look, see everybody, and then look away. Like very much that vibe. Like we were a little loud, we were a little rowdy. But in your defense, you did try everyone's drink there and mixed alcohols. I did. I tried a lot of alcohol this night. I did. So got a recommendation for the lion roll. Absolutely amazing. Just stupid good food. Quincy later kind of set me down and was just like, well, you were also a little bit tipsy at that point, so it may not have been the best sushi roll in your life, but it also could have been, so we'll have to go back when you're sober sometime. And I'm like, okay, that sounds great, because I love sushi. And I did finally do it. I sat down this straight guy sitting next to me, and I asked him, is it gay to goon, bro? And the conversation was, it didn't end quickly, but it was a sharing of minds. It was a tete-a-tete between a homosexual who was on the internet and partakes in homosexual activities on the internet. I said, hey, is it gay to goon? And he's just like, what's gooning? And I was like, that kind of answers my question. And he's just like, no, but what's gooning? And then I gave him the spiel. I was just like, it's a act of ecstatic male self-pleasuring, either using items to enhance the experience. It kind of fetishizes the idea of having an addiction to illicit materials, explicit, not illicit, explicit materials. There is a subsect where it is almost voyeuristic in that it is doing it alongside other people who are also gooning. And he's just like, I've never heard of this. And then it became a discussion about the consumption of explicit materials, to which then he confessed that he used to watch explicit material on his Nintendo DS. Which then I was just like, well, if you don't know what it is at this point in your life and you've been watching since those days, then chances are you probably yeah, maybe it is gay to goon, my mans. I put on my headphones at this very interesting moment. Please continue. Can you rate this straight man and his vibes and receptiveness to the conversation? He was very receptive. Honestly, he's a little metrosexual. The way that I kind of described him is that he's very much like, he's one of the straight guys who's consuming the way that gay guys used to dress 5 years ago. Like, that's the kind of straight man we're talking about at this point. Like, nice button down, very clean cut, earrings, like he's rocking a mustache because all straight guys have mustaches now. He likes metros. I love metros too. Metro systems are my favorite. I used to download corn at the library on my PSP. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Mobile the mobile gaming devices were really just that's what we were all doing, huh? That's what we were all doing. He is attractive. Now Juan, what the fuck? Don't let Juan live his corn life, okay? Everybody is on a journey, okay? And we can't judge them for that journey, okay? But what was I saying? Yes, okay. So I guess to give you the proper vibes, when we were leaving the restaurant, which we closed it down, also Quincy like slammed 8 crab rangoons by himself because he didn't want to order sushi that night, and I respected it. And the waitress came up and asked, "Do you want a tour of the menu? Is there anything I can explain for you?" And then Quincy just kind of pointed out the menu, and he pointed to the section title that said raw and not raw, and he said, "Raw, not raw. I kind of get it. It's good. We got this." And then he just kind of put the menu up. Meanwhile, I was over there speechless, trying to be like, "What do you have as a recommendation?" And then she was just like, "Oh, okay," and then just kind of walked away. But circling back to what I was talking about, um, so yes, we're leaving the restaurant, and me and the strange gentleman were outside the front, waiting for our party to reconvene with us because they all went to the bathroom. So these other 2 dudes walked up. One was wearing a jacket, had a t-shirt. The other one was like had a hoodie on. And the straight guy stops one of them. Well, they ask us. They're like, "Oh, is it still open? Can we go use the bathroom?" And then the straight guy was like, "Yeah, you can get in there and go use the bathroom real quick. I'm sure it'll be fine. They just closed, but the doors aren't locked yet." Um, and the one of the guys, the graphic tee that he was wearing, upon closer inspection, after getting called out by the straight guy, was a picture of him taking a selfie in front of another dude whose back was turned, and he was relieving himself at a urinal. And he was talking about how he wanted to go and recreate this photo with his buddy because his buddy was the other guy in the photo. To which then the straight guy at that moment said, "That is the gayest thing I've seen all night." To which, in just divine comedic inspiration, hit me. So then I kind of slapped him on the shoulder and I said, "Hey man, I've been here the whole night. What the fuck?" And then he's like, "Ha ha ha ha." The guys start laughing too, and they're and like we're all laughing, and then like there gets to be just like, I don't know, half a second of silence. And the guy that's wearing the shirt then turns back to the straight guy and he's just like, "Are you guys like partners?" And then, and then that's when the straight guy was like, "You know what? Fuck you guys. Go use the bathroom. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go." And then I busted up laughing after that too, because not beating the allegations. The gayest thing is a straight man. I mean, point blank. Everyone. I'm right here. I'm right here. What do you mean that was the gayest thing you saw at night? The fuck? The fuck? Why are you describing these people as if you're being called to witness the testimony? He was wearing a jacket and a shirt, and he had hair and also had shoes. This makes me believe in romance again. Truly, truly. It was so fucking funny. But yes, no. In our group, he was not straight passing. That's the unfortunate reality of it. Because Quincy and I were, of course, the homosexuals that were partnered in the group, and we had a girl in the group, so it kind of became assumed that he was just one of the boys, but he wasn't. Either way, we officially went to another bar after sushi. We went to Mosaic, which is kind of like it's a dancey club. They had really hype music, but it was like super old hype music, and the mix was kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, bunch of very uncomfortable looking straight people there. Like they would dance for like all of 10 seconds before everyone would just like become real quiet and hush and just kind of stand there and then just kind of like drink and kind of look at other people. And then like they kind of have like a nostalgic button in their brain get pressed, and then they just start like doing that number. And I kind of looked at Quincy and I was like, this place kind of fucking sucks, man. And he's just like, what are you talking about? The music's great. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because I was thinking, I was like, super hype dance music. Like, it's gonna be like a gay club with super hype dance music. Like, everyone's dancing, everybody's on the dance floor. Like, it's this just big ecstatic experience. And instead, it's just a bunch of kind of people just standing, and then like everybody like at the VIP chairs are just kind of like standing there, just kind of like staring. I was like, this is the most uninteresting thing that I think I ever could be doing on a Friday night. This is so fucking weird, man. When my first string calls me, it's when my straight friend calls me, it's a picture of him in the back, shirtless and relieving himself on a tree, so I can relate. That's it's a thing, I guess. I don't get it, man. The hustle still pops off. The club in that moment. The club in that moment was very much that. Like, you could tell there was guys who were in there who were kind of, they were older, and I'm fine with like older people going out of the club, like 100%. But like, he was wearing business casual, reeked of weed, and looked super uncomfortable. And I was just like, I wish you the best, sir. But this is not gonna be, whatever's going on here is not going to love you or accept you for who you are. And I'm sorry, this is the only option you have available to you. Like, I wish there was something better. Probably with less people. Honestly, put more space between the people, like even more space. Like, it was very strange. Either way, I mean, it was I was with people that I had fun with. Apparently the bartenders were very hot for this one straight guy, so he was having a great time. Me and Quincy were just kind of vibing, and we were trying to like set up this girl with like whoever. We were playing a rotation game where I was just like always to making sure facing a good direction for her to like meet people, because obviously 3 dudes gathered around a girl, kind of cock blocking, if we're being completely honest. So I was being cognizant. We were being cognizant at that point. She did spill a drink over the entire floor. That was pretty crazy. But yeah, either way, Mosaic, not the vibe. The most notable thing that happened was like a funny video and someone spilling a drink. So no, that ain't it. That ain't it. Yes. Yes, opossum. Yes, this was the vibe. So following that, we went to PBR Big Sky, which my initial understanding was it was a country bar. And in a way it is a country bar. It's got like the country tavern vibes. It's got a bowl, like it's got these 3 big women up front and chaps just like kicking their feet out and being all kinds of like that. And when I get in there, then that's when I noticed the reason why the straight guy was like, we really need to go to PBR. And I was just like, oh, I see. Because up on the bar, there was a bunch of women wearing assless chaps. We did have a discussion earlier about how he really liked assless chaps. And I was like, I feel like we can bond over this, but I don't feel like we're bonding over it on the same page. And he's just like, yes, the assless chaps in your bars are going to be different than the assless chaps in my bars. And I'm like, I understand. So we're going to go to an assless chap straight bar. And he's just like, yes. And I was like, okay, I'm locked in. And we saw booties. We saw booties with assless chaps. Yes. Yes, sir. They were dancing. I was just like, good for her. Good for her. Good for her. Good for her. And it was great. I mean, honestly, the vibes were great. We walked in whenever they were doing oh god. What's the one song? It's plays at every wedding party. It's like oh god, the Cupid Shuffle, where are they doing the hustle, something like the wagon wheel Watusi. Yeah, the wagon wheel Watusi. Very much that was the vibe. Like everybody was doing the same dance. They were all doing the cubic shuffle, and I was like, oh wow. Of course I joined in. I had enough in me. I was like, fuck it. It's fine. Like, everybody's having fun. I want to have fun too. I'm gonna do as the people do. Okay? I I was gonna be the gay Lisan Agaib. Okay, I was gonna do as the people do without knowing, you know? Uh, damn, it really was. Shuffling cubically. It really was a straight bar. It was a straight bar through and through and through and through. Now, luckily, like, they did play a couple of country songs, and I did reveal that I do have some country songs seared into my brain because, of course, my parents love country. So I was able to do some belting, some belt work, which again further solidified that I am the gay Lisan Agaib and I could communicate with the straights. It was great because obviously the straight guy was having a great time because he was like, okay, this homosexual knows some straight culture, quote unquote. And I was like, okay, yeah, we got this. We can get down to some oh god. I don't even know the songs. That's how deeply embedded in my brain they are, is that I just know the lyrics but not the name of the song because it was ingrained in my head as a child. Because I never chose the songs. They just always were playing that type of beat. Say the lyrics. Oh god. Bad Mama Jamma down from Alabama. He's a raging Cajun. Do we know that? Do we know what I'm talking about? do we know? I'm trying to remember the rest of the lyrics, but honestly, if I'm not in the environment, it's like it's a cognito hazard. All right, once enough triggers, I'm like a sleeper agent. Like once I see cowboy boots, once I see country or cowboy paraphernalia, once I hear the twang of a guitar, like these things will trigger my brain into remembering these things. She's country, yes, she's country. Thank you. I don't know, but can you spell whatever the Lisa Nagai phrase is? Because I actually don't know how to spell Lisa Nagai, because I listened to the audiobook of Dune, but it's a Dune joke. It's a Dune joke. And I actually made another, I realized I did make another Dune joke that night because there was a point where I don't know what happened. Straight guy took my glasses. He started dancing funny. I started doing the same dance back at him. Again, bonding, having a great time. Quincy was having some work drama at the time. Now now keep in mind, Quincy was definitely there. He just had some fires he needed to be putting out during PBR. So there was a big swath of it that he was kind of occupied. Bad Mama Jamma and a Dixieland Delight. Oh, maybe. I thought you were saying gay acai. Oh my god. Oh, Lisan Agaib. Yeah. But there is fully a point in the night. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Oh, actually, no, that's the right one. Let's see if I can do it. Me when I look things up. So there was a point in the night, again, took the glasses, did a stupid dance. This summoned it like we did a ritual dance in which a straight guy was just like, or I assumed to be straight. Either way, he was just like, oh, you fellas want to learn how to line dance? And I was like, sir, I don't know how to line dance, but I'm willing to try. And the straight guy was like, hell yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, this is what we're doing now. And let's see how much I remember from, well, I think I was about 4 drinks in at that point. But it was like, it was like, kick, back, kick, back, kick, and then you like, I think it was kick, back, oh wait, no, kick, oh yeah, it's Chad, are we getting this? Are we taking notes? This will be on the test. To which then I was just like, oh, Lisan Agaib. He's doing the sand walk. Because I'm a fucking nerd. I'm a gay nerd, and I can't help myself. I made a Dune joke. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Yes, indeed. That's the point that we were at that juncture in the night. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe try 4 drinks now and see if it comes back easier. Save a corpse? Leave me alone, okay? All right. I've already said a lot of words, okay? I've been yapping for an hour now, okay? I'm gonna lose it a bit. You gotta give me some patience here. But yeah, no, that was crazy. There was some bull riding. I didn't hop on the bull, but I did point to the bull and say I'd ride that. To which then the straight guy was like, "Oh hell yeah, get Ever on the bull." He didn't say Ever, but get Ever on the bull. And then I said, "I'm not talking about the bull." And then he was just like, "You get one more. You only get one of those jokes tonight. Only one of those jokes tonight." Which then I was like, I still got it though. Because I was talking about the lovely gentleman on top of the bull whose arms were looking very lovely in that light, holding onto that bull's straps. And I could oh please, Ever, don't act like yapping is hard for you. I mean, you know, it requires some brain. Oh, there was also another gay joke I made that night that I just realized. Straight guy was describing his religious upbringing because I was inquiring. And he said, you know, it was a very open Christian upbringing. And then I said, "Oh, I sure know some Christians that were open." And then he didn't catch it. Line dancing instructions. Oh no! Oh no! Oh god. Renata Bliss could never. Fuck. But either way, I knew some open Christians, and to which it didn't hit him at first, because he was just like, "Oh yeah, like some open and inviting Christians." I was just like, "Yeah, sure, open and inviting. That's one way to put it." And then he was just like, "Did you just?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm talking about a Christian who is a double-handed fisting bottom." And he's just like, "Oh my fucking god, Ever!" And I was just like, "Yeah, I mean, you know, here we are." Ah! Okay. You gotta say it louder and with more emphasis on random words. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Cover your ears. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, chat. I know. I've lived a storied life, okay? I readily acknowledge that. And by fisting, I mean he fist pumped, which he was fist pumping. He loved dancing with both hands. He was a silly little guy. Earmuffs, chat. But either way, to wrap up the night, we ended up going to Shark Bar, which I was told this was either going to be super duper lit or it was going to be awful. And there was no in between. Which then we got up to the security guy, and the security guy said, "It is free cover at this point, so you are more than welcome to come in." So then we went in, and it was dead. The girl had a great time. She got up on that little podium and was dancing her butt off, and the girls were having a great time with her. They were having a wonderful time. Like, the three of us were out on the patio just chilling. Quincy looked at me and he was just like, "Oh, I need a soda." And I was just like, "I will do this for you. I will do this for you because I love you." And throughout the night, I would just randomly be like, "Quincy, ring check." And then he'd have to show me his hand to show me that he still had his ring on. Because he was worried he was going to lose his ring all night. So we were just, when I ring checked him. And it was great. But yeah, you know, I ring checked and then I was like, okay, I can go. So grab him a swig. I wish I coulda, but I walked up to the bar and I was just like, "Hey, my fiance really wants a soda right now. Do you guys have a Diet Coke?" And she's just like, "Yeah, I can get you a Diet Coke. Here you go." And I was just like, "Oh yeah, and I'll do a closed tab, madam." And she was just like, "No, no, no, you can have your soda. I was just like, oh, thank you. And then I took my little drink, and then I gave it to Quincy, and Quincy drank it, and he said, he went, and he was just like, that was nice. And then later I brought up the fact that I got Quincy a free soda from a bar, and then I got fucking shit on because apparently that's a weird flex. And I wasn't even trying to flex. I was just like, she was really nice, and it was really nice, and it was a good time, and that's why I gave it a 5. It was really cute. I'll do a closed tab, madam. Me when I close a tab on my That's crazy. I love that though. Yes. Very true. Very true. Oh, and on the subject of ordering drinks, all night, every time I would be like, what should I order to drink? And I'd turn to Quincy or the straight guy, and they'd tell me something to go order. The first time we went to PBR, I was just like, I'll have a cranberry vodka, please. To which the guy at the bar was just like, okay. And then he made one, and then he gave it to me. And I was just like, something about this feels homophobic, but I can't put my finger on it. But thank you, sir. And then I think there was a pineapple vodka that was consumed at one point. There was a oh god, a Boulevard IPA beer. There was this like shot, like it was in a syringe. It was like a blue drink. Genuinely don't really remember that one too much. He wanted to say, okay, baguette. Oh, 100%. It was your fault. Wait, so I missed the part where the straight guy all of a sudden became a part of the group. The straight guy was part of the group all the way back from the rooftop bar. All of these drinks. Yeah, all of these drinks. So yeah, those were all things that I consumed that evening. When we eventually parted ways, Quincy was just kind of like, I really am hungry and I really want to eat something. And I was just kind of like, I don't know what's open, buddy. The reason why we went to this hotel situation is because I didn't want to drive at all. We could just ride the streetcar around KC, and we were also within walking distance of stuff. So unfortunately, with me being in walking distance, but also fortunately not for being behind the wheel after this kind of night out, we didn't end up getting food. But on the walk back to the hotel, I did fully realize that I am a chatty drunk the entire time, because I was like, I don't know if I'm drunk. Am I drunk? Am I tipsy? Am I buzzed? What am I right now? How much did I drink tonight? Do you think I'm drunk? And to which Quincy is like struggling to get up a hill because he's just like, I can't do this. And I'm just like, am I talkative drunk? Am I talking too much? What am I doing right now? Can you help me self-assess right now? And he's just like, you are a talking drunk. Yes. Please help me. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me get that for you. This is when you spotted the Mormon Burger Company. No, there wouldn't be a Mormon Burger Company. We've already covered this, hey yo. They don't believe in overconsumption of red meats. And burger is a red meat. Obviously, you can have it, but in moderation. Thank you, Joseph Sphinx. Chatty Cathy. You, Chatty? Riz? No way. So either way, get back to the bedroom. Get back to the apartment. We're basically just sitting on the shower floor, enjoying each other's company. He's like playing TikToks. I'm just watching them with him. Like, we're soaking our feet with the shower. Like, it's very nice. Like, we have the lights off, and like with the like little sink light like illuminating the bathroom. It was a very like decompressing like way to end the night. And then we just cozied up in bed and fell asleep. And it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was great. It was great. And the entire time they're just like, prepare for tomorrow. And I was like, what do you mean prepare for tomorrow? I feel fine. I don't think I'm that drunk. I think I'm doing great. I think I'm doing fine. Well, fast forward to Saturday, day 6. Started the day off the best way. So one of the nice things about the package that we got at the hotel was that we had a $50 breakfast credit every single morning. And because of that, we could spend basically $50 plus, but the first $50 would basically be covered as comped room expense. So I got biscuits and gravy, and Quincy got this burrito. We went and got coffee from this coffee shop that's inside of the hotel, and the way we ate this and we watched. I knew someone was gonna say it, and I should have figured it was gonna be you, Opaso. God damn it! I don't know who Caitlin is. Okay, I don't know who Caitlin is, but she was not in the room with us. Okay, there was no Caitlin. There was no Caitlin there. It was just two boys, biscuits and gravy, and a burrito. Okay. Um, but the biscuits and gravy were delicious. Like the seasoning was amazing. The potatoes were so good. There was like some crispy ones in there. Which, if you know breakfast potatoes, the crispy breakfast potatoes are the best part. There was just enough that it was yummy, delicious, delicious. That was the hotel staff saying, "Okay, guys." Yeah, for real though. Quincy really loved the breakfast burrito. Did not get to try it because he loved it too much. And it was like that type of biscuits and gravy that also has like rosemary in it. Just sent me to the moon. Okay. Hi, darkness. Hellos. ¿Cómo se va? But either way, food was delicious. We watched YouTube in the morning. I think we were watching Smosh. It was great. You're telling me Rose made this Mary? Rose did make this Mary. I also got the crispiest photo of Stitch because I thought it was funny. But Quincy and I went and saw Stitch. Quincy was having a very rough time staying awake. He was having a very rough time staying awake. But all in all, I did really enjoy it. I did not tear up. I did not cry. I was a big boy, though there were parts where I did want to. I did not. But all in all, a very pleasant experience. Like, I think it was different enough that it didn't hit me with like the I don't like it. Like I think there's enough to appreciate about its own kind of ness that like it was good. I have thoughts about that movie. Heyo, I've been waiting for this. Please let me have it. I want to hear your thoughts about this Stitch movie. Because like Quincy, unfortunately, we're gonna have to go see it with him again because Homeboy was definitely hungover. I felt dehydrated, but I also drank an entire glass of water before bed because I'm like a Boy Scout whenever it comes to doing things that I've never done before. And if I understand there's like a regiment or like some kind of like understanding that other people have passed on to me, I do it. So I'm just like, oh yeah, you're supposed to drink water, and you're supposed to eat some food, and you're supposed to drink slowly. So I'm like Boy Scouting it through the whole night basically. And so whenever I woke up, I was just like, I'm a little dehydrated. I'll drink some water, eat some food, and then I'll be fine. Honestly, it was. I was just a little sleepy. That was mostly due to the fact that I was up till fucking 4 o'clock in the morning, and we were only supposed to be out till 11. Yesterday night, we were only supposed to go to an arcade bar. We were not supposed to go bar hopping. It was crazy. Either way. We'll DM sometimes. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, we can chat offline about this Stitch movie. But either way, I did enjoy it. Bleakley's hot. I don't know what else to say. Either way, continuing onward. Lose the glasses. Hi. Burger. So there's this burger place we went to afterwards, called wow, called Burger. I called it Burger because I'm toxic. It was a steakhouse burger, Wagyu burger with white cheddar cheese, garlic, thyme, mushrooms, arugula, garlic, and herb aioli on a potato bun. And when I tell you, added hair flip, of course. When I tell you this burger turned me the fuck out, it turned me the fuck out. It was so fucking good. And I don't know if it's just because I was like, you know what, I have enough in the savings that I can really just like treat myself to like overindulgent food. But like I really turned it up to 10 with this one. And when I tell you, it was one of those types of burgers where I'm just like, this is going to ruin burgers from here forth. It did. So now whenever I eat a burger, unfortunately, my like previous history on my burger Rolodex is going to be this burger. And I'm going to think to myself, you know, I must grind harder. I must strive for more. I need burger. Because I am a red-blooded American, and that is what it's all about. Okay, ever eating the burger? Yes, 100%. Me and the burger, we get along very well. But yeah, it was super fucking good. Also, I didn't even set a timer for the classes. Hold on, there we go. Me. Yes, very much. Following that, following that, we went and got milkshakes at the Yard Milkshake Bar, which I later found out was apparently on Shark Tank, which was kind of crazy. Um, but we got these. I got the Oat-tastically Doughlicious, and Quincy got the s'mores. And when I tell you that this was this was a slap to the face, and I mean in a good way. It treated me dirty in all the ways that I like. Um, and it was worth every penny. I will put that out there. Also, souvenir glasses make you come back. You know what I mean? Like they said, you get to keep the jars, and I was like, thank you, sir. May I have another? Type beat. Yes, exactly. Juan, you get it. You get it. You get it. You understand. Um, so just a full oatmeal cream pie, like cinnamony, savory, sugary, like just like it was like crack. It was so good. And like once I got it all like mixed together, like it was just it was like an oatmeal cream, like the best parts of an oatmeal cream pie mixed into ice cream. And that's the best way I can describe it. Heyo, listen, they're out there. They're apparently the Yard Milkshake Bar is a franchise, and I think there are some over in Cali, which that may be the closest to you, and at least that's closer to you than the nearest Hawaiian Bros, as we determined, which was in Nevada, I think. Um, but yeah, it was dirty. It was dirty. It was a dirty, degenerate experience, but it was one that I would love to repeat one day. Oh, and Quincy had a whole chocolate dipped s'more in his, which was fucking crazy. And the fudge was very fudgy. The fudge was fudging fudgy, if you catch my drift. Oh, next to me. Yeah. Yeah. So following that, we we went back to Horse Feather and got more drinks. Um, Quincy got a Hugo at home, and I got a Lavender Fields because I'm a homosexual. And I was like, ooh, okay. Once again, I won out. I think mine was better. I also found out that Hugo at home, I guess, had Prosecco in it, which then after I drank it, I was like, ooh, ooh. I can't I like my brain went into the monkey pattern recognizing part of it where it was just like, hey, Molly, you're in danger, girl. Don't do that. Because every time I drink a bubbly wine, I get a searing headache. Oh, ah, it's glasses time. We have Hugo at home. Horse Feather is an interesting name. I did not look more into it, though I should have. Come on, Slur. Lavender Fields. She was a gag. She was a gag. She was a treat. She was lovely, and she could not be beat. The thing that comes to mind is it had pea flower in it, and I thought that was funny. Next slide. Sunday, the final day of vacation, which was yesterday, if you're keeping track at home. Um, for dramatic effect, I actually do need to fix my things here. So we're gonna switch over here. We're gonna switch over here. Um, I realize that I do actually need to have my media source set up here. You'll have to pardon me for a moment. Desktop audio. Where is that coming out of? Sorry. You'll have to pardon me for a moment here. But am I real tech? I don't see it in my audio mix, so that's kind of problematic. Okay, never mind. It does work. It does work. Okay, we switched over now. All right. React. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back, chat. Okay. So Sunday morning. Let me make sure it's all the way up here. Quincy and I wake up to this.
Please. May I have your attention, please? There has been an emergency reported in the building. Please stand by for further information.
We'll let them play it again.
May I have your attention, please? There has been an emergency reported in the building. Please stand by for further information.
Saturday fucking morning, we woke up to a goddamn alarm fucking talking to us saying, attention please, there's been an emergency reported in the building, please stand by for further details, beep. And I was like, the way that Quincy's arm flew across my chest and he said no. And then I was like, we gotta get up, I'm like putting on clothes and I'm like, maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe someone set off an alarm. Maybe it's chill. It's got to be chill, right? Like if it was an actual alarm, they would have set an alarm. It's saying, please stand by. So it's not telling us to go to the lobby. So we're okay. Take a deep breath. We're okay. It's going to be fine. Like I'm putting it on. I'm vibing. I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay. It's on repeat. Then it's silent. And it's silent. You want. And then all of a sudden, the most AI generated, nerdiest fucking voice that I've ever heard. And unfortunately, it only repeated twice, so we didn't record it because we were in utter shock and disbelief at what it had to say. But basically, it came over the intercom and it said, attention everyone. We would like to inform you that the previous notification was done in error, and you may disregard this message. Thank you, and have a great day. And loop. And I was like, I wanted to sleep. I wanted to sleep. And when we left, and when we were leaving the hotel to get our day started, to go get some breakfast, I like this voice ever. You're never gonna get that voice again. No. Not until I make a redeem for it where you get nerd voice ever. Nope. We left the hotel to go get breakfast. You said that last time. This is true. Fire doors were closed. And we ran into someone who was delivering food, and we told them that our building was struck by lightning and that we really liked their fire alarm noise because it's just a man telling us to stay calm and remain indoors. And that's what we needed. So, word to the wise, advise everyone you know. Let them know we don't need scary loud alarms that make your ears hurt. Just have a calm voice explain to you either number one, that there's something that we need to pay attention to, or actually, disregard the prior message. Both of those voices were lovely, and honestly, I kind of ship them. Back to the slideshow. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Please.
Oh my god, release me. I don't know how on. Okay. I realized, yeah. So after that, we got all checked out. We got the dogs. We got back to the house. We went to the mall. And at the mall, we bought some earrings. So let's switch over. Let's do some earrings. I full I hope that an actual dude was actually calling a real person voice AI generated. No, it was artifacted. It was definitely an AI voice. Don't make me doubt myself, please. I can't handle it. Okay, so earring haul. First and foremost, I officially got a jewelry box. Everybody clap. AI ever. Oh no, God please no, anything but this. I got a jewelry box, chat. Wow, what if he just sounds like that ever? Oh my God, please, not like this. Not like this, not on my chat. Open? Da 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 da. Howdy doody, look on in here. So I ended up getting some different colored rings because I was like, I have a silver necklace and I have a gold necklace, but I don't have any gold jewelry. So I ended up getting these 3 rings here. So I got a silver, a black, and a gold. And then there's those kind of black chunky ones that I really like. And then I didn't even consider getting a pearl earring, but like the pearl earrings are kind of a gag. We have the big ones and the small ones. Then we have these gold ones with like a little black gem in them. Big fan. Big fan of those. And then we have this ritual dagger one, which originally I thought it was just a cute little plain dagger. But it's honestly it's a little metal for my taste, if I'm being completely honest. Which is the reason why when I wear it, I'm gonna make sure that everyone's very far away from me, so it looks like just your typical like dude wearing an asymmetrical dagger earring, as opposed to wow, he must listen to metal music because I'm a bit too soft for that, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, and as of right now, I'm actually wearing, so it's one of the gold and black gem ones right now because I was kind of like, it would look kind of cute with the gold here. Honestly, you can't even tell it's gold. I realize it's fine. Um, and then we got the loose fitted shirt, and we got the jeans. Got the jeans doing the vibe. But yes. Also, I realize the music is not playing. Please avert your ears. Play. There we go. Music back. But either way, yes. So earring haul. So expect a lot of new types of earrings that I'm going to be trying to rock. Just another way for me to style my outfits. I ended up kind of figuring that just having black and silver was very limiting in terms of kind of like adding pops of color and different kind of styles. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. And I think my next stop is that I want to get some other glasses. I know the little slutty wireframe glasses have been my tried and true for years, but I do feel like I need to venture out into like other styled frames. But I don't really know what style to go for. So that may be something that we do another shopping ever trip. We'll see. We'll see. But back to the slide. Back to the slide. So after we were done there, we ended up circling the troops, and we were trying to figure out what we were gonna do for dinner. And so I had a conversation with because all of us kind of reconvened again, the girl, the straight guy, Quincy and I, and we kind of all chatted. There was kind of a conversation about going out to dinner, possibly playing pickleball, yada yada yada. And then eventually it was kind of like they were gonna sit out dinner and not go with us because the funds were a little dry after going out to drink. To which we were like, yeah, that totally makes sense. Like, we're gonna go and get dinner, and then we may hit you up for pickleball. Ultimately, we didn't go to pickleball because we were we were a little bit of big bags, if I'm being completely honest with you, and a little bit of additional information that I have not shared as of yet. So Quincy and I did stay for only 2 nights on this vacation, and as you could all probably imagine, 2 nights stay at a hotel for a vacation does not quite make a vacation. So we were heavily discussing staying an additional night, but we found that it was unfortunately a bit too expensive to extend our stay. Unfortunately, but because of that, we were We were a bit far off from it, but we did have some money burning a hole in our pocket because number one, we didn't really do any shopping that weekend. And also, the tickets we booked for Stitch were done well in advance. And the only thing we really did was spend money on alcohol that one night, which honestly, it was rough, but it wasn't the worst. Like, we barely dipped into any of our kind of vacation fund, but we dipped far enough that we couldn't really justify kind of stretching our dollar even further. So that brings us to dinner, aka what have I done? So we were talking about putting a bow on our trip. We were talking about where to go to eat, and originally we were kind of on our stable, like our normal places, some sit down dining. We got some new Quincy got some new clothes, I got some new earrings. We wanted to show off a little bit. And then it was kind of like we were kind of in a phase of really wanting to try something new. We really wanted to go out and try new things, new experiences, places we've never gone before. And I kind of listed some items, and one of the ones I listed was Mangioni's, I believe is the name of the restaurant. Mangioni's Little Italy. And we weren't originally going to go there, but Quincy brought up, he was just like, what was the name of the one place you wanted to go to and try? And I was just like, oh, this one. Now, keep in mind, I was like, I know it's a little expensive, but at the same time, it is what you make of it at the end of the day. You don't necessarily need to drop some bands on dinner. Now, that being said, coming on the end of this vacation and having some money left over, Magnionis. Sorry, not Mangione. No. We didn't eat. No. Not Magniani's. Juan, can you help me? You're in Chicago. It's an Italian restaurant that started in Chicago. It's pronounced very Italian. Maggiano's. There he is. Mangiano's. Sorry. Mangione is the only Italian name I have in my brain for some reason. I don't know why. Either way, I'll run you through it. So this was our dinner. The most decadent. The most sensual. The most life-altering, life-ending, the fucking, the beginning, the end. All right. I've always talked about trying to eat crazy for one night. And you can eat crazy on a vacation, and I wanted to eat crazy. Okay, we have one here in the city, been there twice. Yes. When I got halfway through the meal and I was so just overwhelmed with how good the food is, I turned to Quincy and I said, I just want to run out into the street and shake some. Like, I was having such an ecstatic experience with this food that I was changed. I left the restaurant a changed man. I went in a boy and I came out a man. Okay, the food was incredible. The food was crazy. And the woman that was waiting on us was a big fan of the gays, because she was just like, I can tell these two homos have never eaten a meal like this, number one. And number two, that they are in fact homos and they're engaged because they're both wearing rings. So now you're cultured and high class, and now I can't go back. I have to take out loans. Because isn't that what rich people do if they take out loans? You're one of us. Either way, food was crazy. Started with oil and parm. Like bread, oil, and parm. Delicious. She knows the gays tip well. And I felt obligated to, because she was so good. She forgot about us a couple times. Yes. But the way she was so excited that we were trying the place for the first time just made me fall in love. Quincy was in love from the start, because apparently back when he was a kid, he used to go to an Italian restaurant with his family, and it was a big core memory for him. And what they would do was bread, oil, parm. And so, like, great way to start. Like, Quincy's already kind of throwing it back. He's already throwing it back to that. I'm like, that's amazing. I love that for you. It was delicious. Following that, we were talking about appetizers. we kind of went through 5 different things that the lady recommended to us, and the last one was the truffle garlic bread. Quincy was kind of like, no, 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 because he's a bit picky, and I love him for that, and I respect him, and I appreciate him still getting out of his comfort zone. Because when we got the garlic bread, the woman did say that the truffle is mushrooms, to which then Quincy took a moment, and then me and the woman were just kind of like, yes, they are mushrooms, but they do not taste like mushrooms. It will not taste like mushrooms. Like, there's nothing mushroomy about it. Like, it's very savory. You're gonna love it, I'm sure, because I'm sure with the place that we're eating at, this is going to be an authentic truffle, which we've never had. Everything I'm sure we've had up until this point is knockoff truffles. Ricotta butter, Romano, mozzarella, and aged farm. My mouth is watering at the very thought of this garlic bread. It was soft, it pulled apart, the cheese on top was like just so savory, and the marinara dip for it, like, it wasn't so strong that it kind of washed away the bread, because the bread was such like a star of it. Like, it was so good. Like, the balance of the balance of the flavors was like crazy. I am fully in food. This is the level that you're gonna get for Mormons and food with me. These are the 2 lines, okay? This is Ever in a nutshell. So we then got our main course. Quincy got the finest fettuccine alfredo, which I will completely agree. It was the best fettuccine alfredo I've had in my entire life. I mean, like, I'm gonna say that for every single thing in this meal, except for maybe the dessert. But like, it was truly the finest fettuccine alfredo. Like, it was not overstated, but it was like savory. Like, the meat was a great, like, oh God, I'm sorry. All right, hold on, I have to study myself. I also so I got the bone-in ribeye because I was like, you know what, fuck it, you know, we ball tonight. This was leftover hotel money. This was leftover trip money. Like, I don't know how many times in my life I'm gonna be able to eat like really good decadent food, and you know, like, it may be costly, but from what I've experienced so far, I was like, they are not going to do me wrong with the amount that I spend on this. And honestly, they didn't. Because I felt like the fucking food critic from Ratatouille, the way I was remembering a childhood that I didn't have. Like, it was an ecstatic experience. Like, the meat was so tender, the marbling was crazy, the way that it melted in my mouth, oh my god. The asparagus was asparagus, I don't know, man. And the garlic mashed potatoes, just delicious with the jus as well. Fucking incredible, just incredible. And then Quincy and I made the mistake of, well, maybe I made the mistake of saying that we should order 2 desserts, because there was 2 things we wanted to try. He really wanted to try the Italian donuts, and I was like, I really want a creme brulee, because creme brulee is not necessarily a dessert that Quincy likes too much, because it's got an eggy texture to it, and I respect him for not liking that. You don't like a runny egg, you're not gonna like a creme brulee. Like, it kind of has kind of that flanny, like, wet kind of texture sometimes. But like the cream, the strawberries, the caramelized sugar, like, just incredible. And then Quincy got these crunchy little donuts with a strawberry and fudge dip. And we smashed them. We big backed the whole meal, honestly. And I had the leftover ribeye before stream, and it was just as good. I cooked it on a skillet because I was like, I'm not fucking microwaving this shit. I need to respect it. I need to reheat it properly. And we destroyed the dessert. I only had a little bit of my creme brulee left, and the woman was just like, do you want this to go home with you? And then I was like, do you think a creme brulee would stay good in a to-go container if I ate it later? And she's just like, if you ate it later tonight, yes. Tomorrow, maybe not. Obviously refrigerate, but you can try it. I was just like, fuck it, we ball. So then she gave me this little to-go container, and I just scooped the rest in there, just fully ate it. Again, also before stream, there was no crispy caramelized top to it. It all remelted, which is fine, but it was delicious. Even a day after. We reconvened with the straight friend and told him what we did. And he let us know that the amount that we spent on that dinner, which was, including tip, almost $200, he said that he spent that on his honeymoon with his ex. That was how much he spent on his honeymoon dinner. And I looked at Quincy and I was just like, well, now we have somewhere to go for holidays, for birthdays, for Christmases, for celebrations. Now we have somewhere to do that at. That's great. And he's just like, great. So we'll get married at the Lowe's, and then we'll get Magniano's to get catered. And I'm just like, I don't know whose credit card you think you're living on, but it sure as shit ain't mine, and it sure as shit ain't yours. But it was incredible. It was incredible. It's the ruin your life kind of meal for sure, because like dropping money like that on food makes you realize that yeah, it costs that much, and it does taste that much. It's kind of crazy. Like I remember starting my little eating career, just being like, rich people out there eating rich food or whatever. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Like, come on now. How can it taste better if you spend more money on it? Now, I believe there is a plateau. I believe it's just like buying a PC. There is a plateau where you're just spending money to spend money. But like, with the experience that we got and the amount that we spent, I have no regrets, which is shocking considering I am such a penny pincher whenever it comes. I am a miser in the relationship. I'm the one that saves money, but like, I save money so I can eat. You know, because I may not look it. I'm a big back. I'm a big back in a twink body, okay? And I will throw it back. I will throw it back for some more Mangianos. So no, every bit, every sub, every gifted sub goes towards my Mangiano fund, because I am now an addict and I cannot help myself. And now we've reached the conclusion of our vacation review, which we're almost at the 2 hour mark, so I'm doing wonderfully. Now an alcohol review by a non-drinker, but good. Tragic for the wallet. Yeah, tragic for the wallet. So we're gonna do a quick little. Can I? Where's the border list? Is it let me just real quick before I get this set up. What is the border list? I really thought this was gonna be super easy for me, but it sure wasn't. Because I'm a big dumb stupid. Come on. Is it? How do you? Ah, there it is. F11. My bad. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. Here we go. Okay. Y'all deserve that treat, honestly. And again, like, the conclusion is, after that week, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing new things. We're experiencing new things. You never know when your building's going to be struck by lightning. And I am also happy to report that my stepdad did not end up getting laid off. So there was plenty to celebrate as well. Obviously having a wonderful vacation, wonderful friends, having each other, and having a home that's intact. And also, obviously, our parents not getting laid off, my parent not getting laid off, and thus them both being insured. I was like, you know what? Tonight we live. We popping bottles and forgetting our name. All right? Or whatever Dochi said. Okay? So, yes, we're going to do a quick little alcohol tier review list. of all the things that I drank, there are some things I remember better and other things that I drank later in the night, so I will not remember them as well. Does that mean that they're not as good? Who knows? We're gonna find out. So, to begin, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know what the fuck a green tea shot is, but whenever I was told to go take a green tea shot because Quincy had concluded business and he was back onto the saddle at PBR, the straight guy said, I'm gonna make it and we're gonna get a green tea shot for everyone and we're gonna shoot it. And I said, sounds gay, I'm in. And it was in fact a gay experience, but it was a decadent gay experience and I highly recommend it. I don't know what the fuck is in her. I don't know who the fuck she is, but the way that it was delicious. It was a delicious drink. And it was higher than anything else. It's the one thing in my brain that's stuck in there. Now, in terms of I don't really have an order here, but in terms of like the rough one, I'm gonna say a vodka pineapple. I really didn't fuck with a vodka pineapple. I don't know what it was, but she wasn't cute. She wasn't fun. She was giving me like gin and orange juice, which was kind of something that I started drinking when I started drinking, was a gin and orange juice. And I just kind of was like, the pineapple is pushing too much, and the pineapple was way too sweet. It tasted artificial. I just didn't fuck with it. It wasn't good. I think I had a vodka cranberry. Gonna be completely honest. Same kind of not a good note. I mean, it is a drink. It is a drink that I feel like is only there to taste like juice and get you drunk. Because of that, I'm not gonna say she tasted good. Anything with vodka is an F for me. I mean, I prefer the cranberry juice that they used over the pineapple juice. That is the only reason why that's in D tier. I'm gonna be so for real with you. The pineapple juice they used tasted terrible. Gonna pour one out for weird blue shooter thingy. Maybe I was a little too lit to remember and taste things, but it was a blue shot that you shot in your mouth. I was a little bit messy with it, but it didn't get on my shirt. So, I mean, that was kind of nice and I can forgive her for that. But like, it was okay. I think I heard they canceled each other. Both are overtaking flavors. Oh, okay. Yeah. But I don't know what the blue drinky thing was. But the blue drinky thing was also super fucking expensive. And it really wasn't worth the price. Green tea shot was also very expensive because it was 4 shots, but it was worth the price. I will say that. What else do we have going on here? Hugo at home, Prosecco Rose. Was not a big fan. I think that it tasted good, but again, not a big bubblies kind of guy just because it gives me headaches. I don't know if that means that I'm partial and maybe I'm just being mean and saying that I don't like a bubbly. I don't like bubbly wines, but I don't like bubbly wines. Sue me. Following that, Broadway Bramble, I would say was definitely, was kind of an S tier, honestly. If only because it was like it was like blackberry and vanilla and like it was a little tart and like it just had a really nice mix to it, and it also had a blackberry in it, and the blackberry was very yummy. So big reviews. big reviews from Ember on that one. Sugary, but not too sugary. You know, it felt like an adult drink, and I appreciated that. You know, it felt like it respected me. Speaking of adult drinks, the red wine. Now, again, this is the $18 glass of red wine I got from Maggionis. Maggionis. I keep wanting to say the G is Mangione. I need to get Luigi out of my brain, but he's still in there. I don't know why. That wine was good though. The wine was good. It did do the mouth dry thing, but it didn't do the mouth dry thing to a point where I didn't like it. And I did at one point look over to Quincy and say, I'm gonna do the thing where I eat my food and drink wine together, and I'm gonna feel like an adult. for once in my life. And he's just like, you do that, kid. And I did. And it was interesting. I won't say that drinking wine while eating red meat is necessarily going to be a ever staple going forward. I can see the appeal, but honestly, I don't think it's for me. I don't think it's for me. Red wine, red meat, it felt a little too much. It felt too much. But, and again, I'm trying to separate the art from the artist here. The wine from the red meat, the wine was good, the red meat was better. So, A for the $18 glass of red wine. Okay, continuing on. Boulevard IPA, it was a very hoppy beer. It was very oaty. And I'm kind of on an oat milk arc right now, so I didn't really mind it. So I think it tasted good. Like, because it was one of those beers where it was just like, haha, try this. And I tried it and I was like, that's pretty good. And it was just like, oh, cool. I fuck with you, little homo. I was like, thanks, man. So like, yeah, it was good. It was good. I could definitely see myself becoming a crunchy granola gay and drinking IPAs. Like that is fully a reality I can recognize as something that could happen to me once I enter my 30s. Following that, Lavender Field. So this was the pea flower drink. Infused with Kettle One. I don't know what the fuck it is. Dry curacao, violet liquor, honey syrup, and soda. Originally, I was a little skeptical about the honey syrup just because I'm not a big honey girl. But it was pretty damn good. I honestly, you know what? I would put it above that red wine. It was just good. It was all over good. It wasn't too sweet. It wasn't too alcohol-y. Now keep in mind all the ones with extremely long names, especially these three, heavy alcohol content, very generous pour of booze in it. I was not prepared. But this one, the Broadway Bramble made me bumble. All right, this one made me stumble. The Broadway Bramble made me stumble. Okay, Lavender Fields did not. Lavender Fields was a very gentle, very like, ooh, okay, we're feeling a little lighter in our loafers. Broadway Bramble, I stood up after that one and I had to brace. It was crazy. But you know, it's that Friday night feeling, I guess. Siren's Secret, it was okay. I mean, I don't think I would order it. I don't know what any of these alcohols are, but like the taste was okay. I mean, it tasted very alcohol-y, which obviously like I think in some instances good, but some instances not. Can you tell I've never drank a cocktail? Can you tell I've never drank a cocktail in my life? Because I haven't. This is Ever's first ever cocktail experience. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, no, like, these two, goated, great. Broadway Bramble, all the way. And then lastly, Manhattan. I don't know. B's for the boys. B is for the boys, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't shy away from the Manhattan. You know, I was told that I may turn my nose up at it, but honestly, I didn't. Bacardi is rum. Patron is tequila. Okay, so Bacardi is rum. Patron is tequila. So it was rum and tequila? That sounds kind of crazy. Is that crazy? I don't know if that's crazy. Either way, Manhattan, I think, did you guys also call it an old fashioned? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Again, like if I become that gay in my 30s, like I may fall down in this territory. Like this is a steady territory forever. That being said, there's 3 paths for this little homosexual, and it's S, A, or B, okay? Because these all of these have different vibes. I'm sure it was white rum, so not too crazy. Okay. Is white rum pretty like a neutral tasting rum, I guess, since it's white? Kind of an assumption. Again, I'm baby. I'm so baby. And this weekend was so out of my comfort zone as baby that I learned a lot. I learned a lot. There was a lot of experiences that I had that I did not expect. Um, but it was all in all, it was great. Um, it was really funny how on that site, on technically the day 2 of our vacation, because we had Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday, which Sunday obviously we checked out of the hotel, so it's kind of the conclusion of the vacation. After eating that dinner, I felt like in a video game like Legend of Zelda, like whenever you make the immaculate foods and you like fill up your health bar, like I felt like I filled up my health bar after eating that food. We love to see it. Yeah, it was a real first. It was a first time ever, first time vacation type beat. Yeah, it was great. It was great. I don't necessarily see this happening again for another year, if I'm being completely honest, because Quincy and I did kind of go crazy with it. Um, but I mean, like, yeah, yeah. Um, but either way, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's the week in review. It was one hell of a fucking week. I will say that. Um, I hope you guys had a great week. Um, Obviously with Memorial Day, there was it sounded like you managed well during the vacation. You drank, ate, conversed, danced, and made jokes. Sounds nice. Yeah, I think there was a good amount of socializing, a good amount of chilling, and I think officially what I've kind of settled on with Quincy is that the ideal vacation consists of one day of going crazy, one day of doing nothing, and a spa day. I think if we did a 3-day vacation where we did all 3 of those things in sequential order, the way that I would come back a completely different person would have been incredible. And little did I know that I found a loophole for the day 3 spa day was just to buy immaculate foods. So in a way, we did achieve what I theorized would be the perfect vacation, the perfect 3-day vacation. But the fun thing I also picked up on, and Quincy didn't pick up on it yet, was that I personally effectively drank for 3 nights in a row. And because of that, I'm already fundamentally a different person. Because the last time I drank before this vacation had to have been like a singular quirk on a random Tuesday because we had them left over because we hosted our friends on New Year's. Like that's the kind of like alcohol experience you can expect at the Ever and Quincy household. And what would happen if it's a nothing day, a spa day, and everything day sequentially? Then that's everything everywhere all at once. You start with a spa day, you do nothing until 10 o'clock, then you go out. I think that's what that is. But the thing is that's such a condensed time frame that I don't feel like you truly ever get to do anything. You know what I mean? Because I feel I have that problem that I block out time like that where I'm like 24 hours means there's 24 opportunities to do something and I can block out my time. But because I do that, I find that sometimes it's really hard for me to really get into anything or really allow myself to enjoy anything. Where it's like, if we had a spa day from 8 a.m. to noon, it's like, oh, I have to wake up super early in the morning. And now, I technically don't need to care about anything, but at the same time, my brain's thinking like, okay, what's going to be the next step? And then it's everything everywhere all at once. I'm trapped in the multiverse. I'm thinking about everything all at the same time. Not very relaxed. This was cute. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Of course. PowerPoint and Tech Talk success. Thank you. It was funny because I initially was just going to do this about the vacation. Initially, I was just going to do a PowerPoint slide that would go day by day. And then slowly but surely, I started missing more and more streams because of shit that was going on in life. And because of that, I was like, well, fuck it. We ball. I'm just going to throw all of it into a PowerPoint slide. I'm going to just say I'm going to take a week off, and then we will just come back renewed, refreshed, and with a lot to talk about. And I sincerely appreciate everyone obviously tuning in to find out what the fuck's been going on with me, because believe you me, I've been trying to catch up on it too. But yeah, this has definitely been this has been a very fun stream. It's been very cute. I definitely don't vacation enough to necessarily do this often, but I do think that in the future, when I do have vacations, I would love to do a recap. I would love to do a recap, because it helps me kind of ingrain the items in my own head, not with the corporate ass music playing in the background. But all that to be said, obviously we look back upon fond times. However, we must too look forward onto exciting horizons, as it is almost Pride Month, chat. It's almost Pride Month. And you know what that also means? It's almost Affiliate Celebration Month. Not month. Oh my god. Affiliate Celebration. Because as of the end of June, I will have been an affiliate for a full year on Twitch. And that means that I need to get my ass in gear and start figuring out what the fuck I'm gonna do for it. So, obviously, make sure that you're part of the Discord, as I will be spiraling over there without a single doubt in my mind. Time to be queer and yuck shit up. Yep, you're right. You're right. It's very much gonna be that. And honestly, I will say, I am more than happy to do a redux of the Mage stream on a normal streaming night, so that everybody can be there, because I fully recognize and acknowledge that not everybody got to be part of that stream, and that felt like a full missed opportunity. It's okay. I'm spiraling over Sleelo and Stitch. I'm so sorry, Heyo. I cannot wait until I hear your offline download on it. Claiming my I was here before ever was affiliate. You were here before I was affiliate. Yeah, that was back during the Elden Ring streams that you started chilling and vibing with us. Heyo wants to talk about it. Heyo really wants to talk about it. And I'm excited to hear this man yap, because I'm sure he's got some strong feelings. I followed on your affiliate celebration, so I can claim this. Did you follow on my affiliate celebration? Apatum? Apatum? I didn't know that. I need to. Oh, I can't watch that stream. That stream's probably been lost to time at this point. You painted your nails, yes. Speaking of, I need to paint my nails again. I recently found this matte top coat. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I'm fascinated. I'm gagged and gooped. I don't remember when I followed. Can I look up this information? Mods, look at that guy. Pull up his badge. Following since July 19th, 2024. So that would have been a couple weeks after I went affiliate. Okay, OPI. Who's Matt Topcoat? He's going to be my designated top if I like him. We haven't had an experience together, an intimate experience with one another. Can I check? Yeah, I will. Countless. You don't have a follow date on here. It just has your tier 1 subbed for 9 months.
You're my friend now.
Oh, oh, oh. A possum. Okay. Thanks for the follow, a possum. Welcome to the family. 8. How dare you? How dare you? Oh my god, you've been following for 43 seconds. Congrats. Apatum. Oh, sweet Apatum. Oh god. But yeah. Honestly, I didn't really have anything planned for the rest of the stream, so I mean, we may just vibe. We may talk about what to possibly do for affiliate stuff next month. I do definitely think that yay, it's my 1 minute follow anniversary. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. I do think that for the first time ever for June, I must make a lasagna. It must occur, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like we've danced around the subject long enough that there has to be a cooking with Ever Ask segment where we make a lasagna. I mean, like, I have to become self-reliant, you know? I can't rely on big lasagna anymore. You know, prices are going crazy. I will not be putting a Stouffer's into the oven for first time ever because that would be a lie. That would be a falsehood. I would never. Now, am I going to be hand making the noodles? No, sir. No, sir, I will not be doing that. Because I do not have the devices required to do that. Or at least I don't believe I do. But everything else I think is pretty doable, right? This is a farce. Oh, I'll bake noodle. I'll bake noodle on stream. Yes, for sure. But I'll need to get like a lasagna pan, all of that shit. But that's fine. I'll write that off. Come tax season next year, you best believe they're gonna be like lasagna cooking pan. Interesting. Interesting. There is also possibly an idea of maybe doing a long stream for an affiliate celebration, but I don't know if that's more like a September type beat, where you do like the sub thing, but I don't know, man. I've only been doing this shit for a year, so like doing big celebration things are still very new. How long is long? Like a 24-hour stream? Is that crazy? Is that crazy to do at like at my size? I don't know. It's not crazy, is it? Maybe it is. I'm always kind of curious because I feel like I'm in this spot where I'm just kind of like, am I like, I obviously have people in my chat. I'm obviously like doing really well, but like, am I well enough to like do like a big celebration like that? Like, will the momentum keep for 24 hours? You know what I mean? Please, please not 24 hours. You will sob for days. Hey, we're people in chat. Do 12 hours? I might make you not want to stream. That's too long. See, that's the thing too. I've heard people be like 24-hour streams, especially like early on, can like have a total inverse effect on people. 12-hour streams, much more doable. And to be fair, I've already done 12-hour streams back whenever I was playing Elden Ring, because I kind of had a problem. Also, Opossum, congratulations on your 5-minute follow anniversary. Everybody give it up for Opossum. Wham, 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 wham. Do I have a... Hold on, I have something. Give it up for 5 minutes. Thank you, Opossum. But yes, so I'm like, maybe I don't, because then I also have to think about how much programming I'm doing for a 24-hour stream, which could be kind of crazy. And I don't want to be that girl sleeping on stream. Not yet. Maybe one day, but not yet. So I just have to think of things that like would be really cool to do on stream as a celebration and an appreciation for everyone helping me get to affiliate. Ever stream delay is nasty. Oh no. Oh no, how bad is it? Uh, Me getting my Golden Mango Award? Yes. Gnarly. 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 I've been saying gnarly so much recently. Oh, additional fun fact about Ever. I'm a bit of an empath. You know, I'm a bit of a people pleaser. And what that led me to discover is that I am very much a vibe drinker. Like I take on the vibe of those around me because I became like frighteningly broy whenever I started drinking with this straight guy. Like 7 seconds. A lot. Is that a lot for like, oh god. I don't even know how to change that, man. um but yes, no, like so what you're saying is what I'm saying is um yeah, it was pretty crazy. Insert statement here. Yes. That is what I'm saying. I'm saying that like I don't know. It's just one of those things where like I will fully buy into a premise where it's just like it's full improv, baby. Like I yes and. If you come at me with a straight bro energy, like I come right back at you with a straight bro energy and I use something gay as the joke in there. Where it's just like, yeah, hell yeah, I want to ride that. The man on the bull. The man on the bull, not the bull. What are you talking about? That type of beat. You know what I mean? Okay, Ariana, you don't need to say it. If you know, you know. Oh. Oh. Yeah, just that kind of vibe. That kind of vibe. Now when will I be doing this drinking degeneracy again? I do not know. I do not know. I know that Quincy very much is feeling it right now. Can we watch a video? Of course we can watch a video. I've always been interested in the premise of React content, but I have never committed myself to a React. Oh no, not that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't leak me a clip of me sounding like an idiot. What do you think this is? You're just trying to get your numbers up, Juan. You're just trying to get your little clip badge. I see you. I got my eyes on you. I'm not clicking on that. I don't want to reward this behavior. What I do relate, because when I'm with straight people, I get the urge to proclaim my homo-ness extra loud. Oh, 100%. Like it's just one of those things where it's just like I want to bulldoze my way into the conversation in a way that ultimately does not make me the butt end of the joke, but ultimately says a gay joke softly enough that maybe it doesn't get caught, but when it does, then people say, Jesus fucking Christ. And then there's laughter. Like my open Christian joke. Yes, okay, fine. Fine. Oh, hey, who's this guy?
Attention everyone. We would like to inform you that the previous notification was done in error, and you may disregard this message. Thank you, and have a great day. Attention everyone. We would like to inform you that the previous notification was done in error, and you may disregard this message. Thank you, and have a great day.
Error. It was done in error. Error. Can you make this redeemable? That work? Do you know what you're asking me to do? You did it so perfectly. So Ewa siwa. Ewa siwa. Ewa. 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 Oh.
Actually.
Oh lord. Yeah, I'm asking you to make it a redeemable sound alert. Oh. Oh, did the music stop? I second the statement. I'd like to add an additional note. So the staff at my building did try their best. I clipped streamer call. Oh, no. I added an additional note to what's going on over here on the right side of the screen. So yes, lightning struck my building, killed 154 lights or whatever the fuck. The maintenance team attempted to resolve the issue by putting up light pucks. Music is way too loud. Goddamn. By attempting to resolve the issue, putting up light pucks. The only problem was these light pucks are battery operated and they died after 2 days. So I will. So unfortunately, it is still very much this vibe in the complex right now. So yeah. And the really shitty thing is we just recently got a new vending machine, and it's one of the vending machines that like you tap to like open the door, and then you can take whatever you want and then leave. And we have like the little knockoff charcuterie board ass thing. We got like protein drinks in there. We have like sodas and apple juice and all of that shit, and I really want to go get it, but also it's really fucking spooky. And I don't want to leave my house with a flashlight. I don't want to do that. And what if I walk into one of the like night walkers? Because we have like people walking our building because our fire system isn't fully up and running yet. What's that on your right elbow? Huh? 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 Right elbow. Right elbow. Right elbow? That's a good question. Is that, I don't know. Is that this? That's a bone. I don't know, man. Yeah, what's with the Salvador Dali looking hallway on the left? So I took that photo in a little bit of a panic, and it's just kind of spooky looking. So I used it as an example of how spooky my hallways are. But yeah. Nah, this is what I'm living with right now. Currently I don't think there's an ETA on when they're gonna be able to replace all the lights. So yeah, it's Silent Hill hours over here at the Ever Homestead. Which is great. Which is great, you know? Real bonding experience. Real bonding experience. So I can see if I have any like more photos that I can maybe like just pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Let's see. Who didn't make the cut? Oh, that one. Honestly, I don't have as many as I thought I did. Yeah, pretty much all of the lights around the elevators are also like out, which is kind of crazy. All right, here's one. Here's a photo. Yeah, so like this is someone's apartment here, and then this is the hallway, and there's like a light in through here, and then the elevator's like right here. Crazy shit. Spooky shit. Fire doors are still not operational on some floors as well, so you like have to open them every time. No ma'am. No ma'am, no sir. No thank you. But yeah, I'm trying to think about what else I should try and do for next month. Obviously, I may cut down on some of the program content, if only because I'm gonna try and do like bigger things. So we may skip like a self-care night or something like that. Which maybe that's not a good sign to be skipping a self-care night to make another stream bigger. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll suss it out. We'll suss it out. But yes, I definitely think lasagna. Wait, two birds, one stone. Two birds, one stone, chat. Lock in with me here. I talked about making a lasagna. I talked about doing a first time ever baking a lasagna on stream and in general. And also a makeup day for the cat maid stream. Because obviously a lot of people missed it. So what if, follow me here, I make a lasagna in a cat maid outfit? And that is going to be the first time ever for next month. How are we feeling? Are we liking that? I don't know how I will do in making a lasagna dressed as a cat maid. Oh, I thought you were saying makeup day as I'm putting on makeup. I have considered doing boy makeup for a first time ever. But the problem is I don't have a single person to help guide my hand in terms of, number one, what to do, number two, how to do it, number three, what to buy. So that would basically have to be like two streams, one in which I do research with chat on like how to do boy makeup and what products I need. And then I do a follow-up first time ever in which I actually apply the things that I found out about. Having no one to help makes it better for us. I know, I know, but I want to do it good, okay? I'm not trying to listen. First time ever it's two levels, okay? There's I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I know this is gonna be bad, and I will proudly make a fool of myself. And then there's the I'm kind of into this. I would really like to dig into it. I really want to do it well because I want to be able to do it in the future and like kind of take it seriously. And honestly, I feel like makeup is very much one of those things that is a pendulum swinging between both of them, because we have like buying outfits that ultimately I have applied to my life every day going forward and what I'm wearing now. It's okay. I understand it. We want to look pretty. And that's the thing too. Like I think there's definitely a side to say like, okay, like doing a first time ever boy makeup look is the reason why I said it in that way, is because it does leave the door open to doing a full face look first time ever down the line. But like it's opening the door to the spiritual realm. That's kind of the plan. Ever, you look so good. Clip. No, Blues, not like that. Ah, please. Yeah, first time ever is like a bottomless well of depravity. There's so many things I can do for the first time ever. And like full clown makeup is definitely one of them, you know? But yeah, I mean, you know, like I everybody with their own little clown. Damn, do I not have a clown emote? I don't have a clown emote, do I? I don't have a clown emote. Guess this is the closest I got, is my little poochie. My little rainbow poochie. There's so many clowns! God damn. Alright. Duly noted. Duly noted. Gotta work on my gotta keep expanding here. Who is this? Who is this? It's Ian Clown. It's Ian Watson. So man. Okay, I love Mr. Pickleman. Love Mr. Pickleman's emotes. They're very, very nice. My husband, Ian Watson. See? These are streamers. They are because they have clown emotes, and I don't have clown emotes. I gotta up myself. Gotta get it together here. God damn. No stagnation. Only hustle. um oh, so I'm not a streamer? Oh my god. Speaking of, you guys want free views? Want free views? Just don't take the space out, okay, guys? Please don't take the space out. Remember, don't take the space out. Keep the space in there. Space is important. Wait, yeah, does Opossum have a... Yeah, imagine if I was a mod. I... Okay, alright. We're gonna put it to a vote. We're gonna put it to a vote. Because I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking long and hard about this. And, you know, I can't always rely on mods. And I have been heavily considering Heyo as one of our mods. So all people who are all chatters currently in chat, what do we think of this? Do we think Mr. Heyo would be a good mod for our community? Do you think our sweet little radio, Mr. Radio, our stalwart defender? This is bias? I don't know. You have one clown emote? How dare you? Never mind. I revoke everything. Don't put this on us. I don't know. Listen, we're small enough we can talk about it. Blue's Clues. I think this perfectly makes my case. Do a poll? Exclamation point vote Heyo for mod. I mean, it doesn't sound like there's anybody who doesn't think it's a good idea. Which, again, I think that just speaks to Heyo's character more than anything else. But yeah, I do recognize that, you know, I do have viewers, I do have bots, I do have chatters. And with that, I know that I am a full-time job for Mo and Crow to handle sometimes, and because of that, obviously they're gaming, and sometimes we forget polls and things like that, predictions, and with that, it would be a super big help. Hey, we're viewer bot channel. How many times have they claimed first? Oh, Heyo's claimed first many streams in a row at this juncture in time. I think there's only like 1 or 2 streams of the past like dozen that I think Heyo hasn't gotten first, which really does underline a certain dedication to making sure that we remain safe and secure from the likes of... Hold on, I forgot their name. Let me make sure to say it. Novel Iverdxi Zebergag Mac 8 HQ. So I don't can I oh then let us make it official. I just got my Clipper badge. Take that, Mr. Streamer. Oh no, he's climbing. He's climbing the ranks. Just don't keep them in the basement. Aye aye. All right, well, congratulations. Everybody give a little round of applause to Mr. Heyo. Oh, not the yippee. I just almost hit the yippee button. There we go. For Mr. Heyo, granted moderator privileges. You keep our community safe, King. Yippee! Yippee! Yeah, that was the button. That was the button. Okay, Mr. Okay, my first order of business is everyone is getting timed out. Oh. Oh no! What have I done? No, everybody's cheering, Heyo. Don't become a tyrant. No, please. Oh my god. Can I get a 10-second timeout? Lamau. Of course, of course. You deserve it. I was gonna say, yeah, when did we clock in for following since September 29th, 2024? So yeah, that was right before the that was yeah. Okay. It timed out one for 10 seconds. Can I clip this moment? Your channel goes to hell. This is, oh no. AO is stream staple. Juan asked. Goodbye, Juan. Oh, this moment, your channel goes to hell. I've at it. Welcome back. Welcome back, Juan. We missed you. But yeah, no, I have been going back and forth on kind of like expanding our moderators. Just cause, you know, ever I can't be gaming with my mods all the times. I can't always be doing everything. Um, but obviously the entire mod job does not exclusively fall on you, Heyo. Obviously, Mo, Crow, and myself will still be trying to blast the bots every time we see it. Well, I was walking that back a little bit because I do really want to get into playing games with all of you guys. Can't wait to have sword fights with the others. Oh hell yeah. Um but I don't know what games everybody plays. I know I originally did a community night where we did the board game night, which again, I really like the idea of doing a community board game night, but it's already hard enough to try and get board game nights together with my friends. Getting board game nights together with chatters seems to be next to impossible. Oh, Jackbox. Oh, that's such an easy solution. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, why didn't I think about doing Jackbox? I didn't think then then people can just sign in with their phones. They don't have to buy stupid fucking board game simulator because I'm a fucking nerd. Jackbox is great. Yeah, I should definitely get Jackbox, and then we can do a community game night where we play Jackbox. Okay. Listen, okay. I have no defense. I have no defense. Um, but okay. Okay, cool. So then yes, we will try and do a Jackbox community night or the community day in June, followed by a lasagna cat first time ever. But if you plan tabletop simulator one day, let me know because I may buy it. I will. My dream is to play board games with on stream with chatters. That's like that's a big thing for me. Because I have so many fucking board games, man, and honest to God, I haven't played board games with my friends in a criminally long time. Now, it is understood why, because it has been a very stressful couple of months for all of us and been hard to get together. But, like, if I got all y'all down to play a board game with me, like, I in a heartbeat. Plus, Mo and Crow can play it remotely, so I mean, like, they can't wiggle their way out of it. Oh, it's an honor to call me a chatter, even though I've only been here for 30 minutes. Oh my god, yeah, give it up for 30 minutes. 30-minute anniversary. 30-minute anniversary. Give it on up. Mario Party is a board game. Mario Party is a board game, but I have to get a capture card for that. And I should actually let me. I can check something. I can definitely check something because depending on what it's looking like, I could definitely see myself getting a capture. How many of y'all ended up copping the Switch 2? Did anyone in chat get a Switch 2? Or are we still on the Switch 1? We need to Jamboree collab 100%. Jamboree is only 4 players, isn't it? I mean, it does kind of close the door a little bit. But yeah, I know Quincy really likes Jamboree. I really like Jamboree too. Jamboree's really fun. I might try online. I have a pre-order, but I'm undecided if I will actually fulfill my pre-order. There's an 8-player mode, I think. Oh, for real? Or 12? God damn. It's crazy. I got a lot going on in life right now, teehee. Whoa. 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 Well, EV. Well, EV. Speak on that, King. I'm gonna buy it. See, I'm going back and forth on it. I'm such a PC gamer at this point that the idea of buying a console kind of like turns my stomach a little bit. Because I don't like the idea of me like buying games on a console that I never play. I mean, if I ever truly want to become a cozy gamer, I will have to start playing games on the Nintendo Switch. Easy on us console players now. Possum, don't you play on PC? I would personally suggest waiting on it. See, and that's the thing too. Like, I'm thinking about waiting on getting a Switch 2 until there's like an exclusive Switch 2 that pertains to my interests specifically. Like, for example, like waiting on buying a Switch until the Animal Crossing Switch comes out and then buying that one. You know what I mean? You can definitely be a cozy gamer without Nintendo games. But I mean, like, Animal Crossing is goated. It's goated. No, I play Xbox and sometimes Switch. Oh, okay. Do you does that mean you use a capture card? What capture card do you use? Come visit my island. Oh my god, a chatter island review would be kind of crazy, actually. That's one way to kick off getting a capture card. Skyrim is a cozy game. I can see that. I can see that. Could you consider me playing Souls-like games, cozy games? I use an Elgato one. It's cute and I like it. Okay. See, I know Elgato is like kind of the go-to for a lot of kind of streaming equipment. So, listen, that I had a simple Elgato and it worked for me. Would also recommend. Okay. Bet. El cat. The cat. The male cat. Why is it called an Elgato? You know why? Meow. Meow. El cat. Cinema. The pussy. The pussy. Oh god. Pussy? Mm-mm. No, sir. Because I'm trying to think, yeah, I mean, in terms of exclusives, the first thing that comes to mind is Mario Party and Animal Crossing. Because I'm trying to think about what other games I would play on the Nintendo Switch. And I can't really, I'm kind of coming up blank. This is why you were timed out. Oh no. Oh no. Enjoy your time while it lasts, Juan. Your days are numbered, it sounds like. Also, did I see someone mention Hello Kitty Island Adventure? How do we feel about Hello Kitty Island Adventure? Was that kind of a bop? Did people like that? Did they fuck with it? I recently found out that there's apparently a draft. Um, there's a. Oh my god! I almost said there's a draft Hello Kitty. No, what are they called? What's the group called? Oh no, I'm gonna crash out. What are they all called? What's the group called? Come on, brain. Why are you failing? Why are you failing me? Aren't they isn't there Sanrio? Yes, Sanrio characters. There we go. Did you know that there is a draft Sanrio? That's the sentence that I was trying to say, but couldn't say because I forgot the words. No, not Hello Kitty as a draft. That's hateful. He's real and he's valid. So this is Pao Pipo? I did some digging about my boy here because apparently there was the voting for Sanrio characters. His personality is he's lonely and attention seeking, which means he's an only child, not unlike myself. He's a little prince as well, from what I understand. Do they have his full rundown? He's got mysterious powers, and the ball he carries is a vehicle that can fly him anywhere he wants to go. And his name means small happiness. What I'm saying, representation matters. Exactly. May I ask you to zoom in on the lonely and attention seeking? Of course. Of course. Let's get in here. Oh. Yeah. Isn't he cute though? He is kind of cute with it. Fun fact, Juan was only timed out on this channel one other time in May for also 10 seconds. How do you feel about Hello Kitty Island Adventure? I haven't really exposed myself very much to it, if I'm being completely honest. I did see like it very much had like Animal Crossing vibes to it, and I did sink into Animal Crossing. Like it was very much fun. I very much fun. I really enjoyed Animal Crossing. I didn't think I would, but then I had that moment where it just kind of clicks in your brain where it's just like, oh, the gratification I see of seeing something start as nothing and then become something just purely you, and like checking in with people and like, yeah, creating a sense of digital community. Lovely. Wonderful. Did I do it year round so that I got to experience all the events? No. Did I do it religiously for upwards of 2 months? Yes. But yes, it did unfortunately lose the factor for me. Kind of like streaming. Yeah, it's mysterious, isn't it? Weird. Weird how that works. But yeah. What was I saying? Yes. Cozy games. There was a period of time where Mo Crow and I played Stardew Valley. Just start a new island. Oh my god. Starting over from zero sounds scary. But getting all new villagers would be pretty great. Who do you guys think I romanced in Stardew Valley? Do you need a lineup? Hold on. We can get a lineup. Oh god. There's a lot more people than I thought. Characters? Villagers? There we go. There we go. Here we go. Whichever looks the most like Quincy. That's so cute. But I'm Oh, I can do a poll. 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 There we go. There we go. Wait. I'm out. Why am I out? Can I not put more? Add additional votes? Is there a limit to how many you can put into a poll? Okay, I guess there's a limit. Uh which one should I Okay, all right. Boo. There we go. Ooh, chat. Some people don't like to be referred to in that manner. Imagine ever gags all of us and says, I romance Haley. I did just include the male characters. I did romance a male character. Why am I out? Me. But yes, I did do the deed. The fact of one I was gonna vote for is not there. Yeah, go vote. Go vote. Everybody vote. Yeah, I actually, this person I dated in secret. I gave him gifts for an entire year without ever. Oh. I gave him gifts for an entire year. I romanced this man in secret. I went on secret rendezvous, secret dates that none of my friends knew. I was gonna say Sebastian because yeah, I can fix him energy. I would go in there. I would give gifts. I would walk away. I would always be minding my own business. I was doing it like I was fucking venting and whoa. Among Us. All right? I was sneaky. I would always pop in. I would talk to my boo thing. I would hang out in the bedroom. And no one would be the wiser because I was off doing my own thing. Because they were doing their thing. And then one day I slipped up. And I reached 5 hearts. And then the cat got out of the bag. And it was Harvey. They were like, you're dating the doctor? And I was like, he's got money. No, honestly, Harvey was so sweet. And yes. I was going to say Kent because I love a daddy with PTSD. Kent? Kent? Who the fuck is Kent? I don't know who Kent is. Can you date Kent? Non-marriage candidate? What you talking about? But yes, no, it was Harvey. It was Harvey. Me and Harvey went in our hot air balloon. Imagine ever said, what the fuck is Chromebus? Chromebus? Sam's estranged dad. Interesting. Oh, I see the family resemblance. Chromebus. Who the fuck is Chromebus? Monster player refers enemies. He's a shadow person that lives in the sewer. He is my type. Please announce the winner. Please announce. Oh yeah. How do I do that? Poll. Poll? Poll. It was 50-50. And why is this? Why are you like this? Poll. Poll. Can I view old polls whenever I poll? No polls? Polls. Nope. I can't view the old poll. I think it was 1 vote for Sebastian and 1 vote for Harvey. Is this correct? Oh, whoever voted for Harvey. Yes, you are correct. I don't know who that was. Yeah. But yeah. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I just kept myself busy. Just dating the doctor. That's what I did. Well, it was me. I'm the one. Uh yeah, it was good. It was good. Would I play Stardew again? I don't know. I don't know if I would. Just need it as a sound alert. You just I would just be so much more expedient for you if we just had a sound alert. Oh, what is it? Oh wait, yeah, we didn't watch this one. Hold on. Why is there no sound? Ah. Oh, I see why. That's silly. Wait, why is there no sound? Hello? Quiet, little raccoon. Talking about, don't leak me a clip of me sounding like an idiot. You think, no, not that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't leak me a clip of me sounding like an idiot. You think this is? You're just trying to get your numbers up, Juan. You're just trying to get your little clip badge. I see you. I got my eyes on you. I'm not clicking on that. I don't want to reward this behavior. OMG, wait, you watch clips live now? I mean, I can. Why not? You know? Get back to our little raccoon. No, obviously, I love you guys clipping. It is always appreciated. I really do like Twitch's new like badge system for clipping. I think it does give you guys something a little more back as a thank you for helping kind of capture memorable and noteworthy moments of me being an idiot. Do you watch this one too? Is that not the same one? What? Oh god, is it loud again? God damn it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Opossum, sorry about that. I always forget that I turn it up because is my audio really soft? I didn't think that. Maybe I am a little. Maybe I need to give myself a little bit of boost. But either way, we have officially reached the 3-hour mark, which was where I was planning on ending stream this evening. It has been an absolute blast. This has definitely instilled a core memory of me wanting to do vacation reviews in the future because I love yapping. I love talking about things. And catching you all up is so much fun. For me, it says 2:59:25. You can't stop yet. It's illegal. True. Poor to have you back, poll. Yeah. Okay, and now it's 3. Poor to have you back, poll. Crazy. Speaking of polls, you'll never guess who's streaming tonight. It looks like Lyndon's streaming tonight. Honored to have you back, poll. I definitely read it as horror. I can't read. God, why? Why am I doing things that I have to read? That's crazy. Of course. And the titties are out. The titties are out tonight. What a great time to raid. Okay. All right, everyone. I will be streaming again on Friday. I don't currently, hold on. I guess I should figure out what I'm doing next Friday. Do I have that out yet? Oh, this Friday is supposed to be a chill night. So we'll be just doing some chill gaming this coming Friday. So I hope you all have a great night. Go and share some love over on Lyndon's stream. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yippee. I'm telling Lyndon you said speaking of polls. Good. All right. Goodbye, everybody.